Okay, we're going to go back and fix where I messed up here. Go back to my 3/8 Princeton Filbert warm white and just start tapping in the fur again, or the hair, whatever we want to call it. Still want this a little more wider. Just kind of using the side of my brush, pulling this out. Hair's going to be there anyway, so. Go back to number 4 Filbert warm white, and I want to touch this up just a little bit. Need to kind of round it off just a little bit, or curve it, whatever you want to call it. I have to let that dry. Come back and touch that up after it dries again. Okay, I think what we're going to do real quick is fix this spot here. I want to go over that with light avocado again. The person that's riding this horse, this is his, I guess, his shirt underneath his jacket. Okay, we're going to let that dry. And before I get too much further, I want to take, there's reflection of this green on this horse. So what I want to do is I'm going to take some large brush and some really watered down green, olive green. I mean really water it down. I don't know if you can see it. I mean really water it down. And then I'm just going to wipe it out on my brush. I'm just lightly going over a little bit. It shows a little bit of reflective through here. There's a little bit here, just a little here, and there's just a little bit right here, and maybe a little more right there. You can see more of it here, but not as much on these parts, but it's there. I think that's about the only places those reflective lights were of the background color. I don't know, we might take a little bit and run a little on its nose. Yep, I think that'll do on that part. Okay, another picture. Okay. Back to the shirt. I'm going to take a number 6 curved flat, and I'm going to take a little bit of black avocado, light avocado, and mix together and side load. His shirt where it buttons together. It's just a little too much, so I'm going to take and wipe some of that back out with some water. Whoops, gosh. Sorry. I ran it down there where his shirt buttons, and I just kind of wiped out some of it so that it's not a real big line. And then I'm going to side load that same color and shade. Need a little more. And shade down this side. Work it out a little bit. I'm going to have to come back and darken that just a little. Oops, that didn't dry good enough. Okay, we'll let that dry. Okay, we did this with gray. And go ahead and take a little bit of the graphite and go back over this a little bit. Tidy up his uniform. This here is actually his gloved hand. But it's also pretty shadowed. take a little bit of watered down black. And shade back in this just a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to take the zero moon filbert in black. And this is going to be the lining of his jacket, which comes up. And curves around. And then I'm going to put a little button. I don't know if you can see that. It's pretty dark. I mean, it's not going to show up a whole lot, but it's there. And then I'm going to take a number 6 curved flat, side load it with black, and I am going to side load down this way. Okay, and shade a little to the button. I'm going to take a little bit of zinc on the very tip of my curved flat, and I'm going to do a little highlight for the button. It may still be too dark, I don't know. And then his gloves, I'm gonna just do some where his hand is. With some zinc. And then maybe just do some separation for like where his glove fingers would be. Just not really much there. I'll bring out a little more for his gloves. Okay. We'll call that good. Oh, well, we got the gray out. This here is part of the horse, but it is also in the shade. I'll go ahead and take the number 6 and some more zinc. And I'm just going to go in here and darken this shading. And it has a pretty distinct line. And I believe this needs to come down just a little bit more with the black. That needs to dry a little bit. It's not showing up too watered there, so I need to let it dry just a little bit. Need to, while we're waiting for that to dry, I guess we'll take the black again. And the 4 Moon Filbert. And go ahead, darken this back up. There's a buckle that comes along here. Or some type of a, not quite sure what. This needs to be, this is the side of the, I guess the leather and the end of the leather that comes out of the buckle. There's just a little more shading in this. Let's see, this thing comes in this way, this way, and that way. And then it splits. Just adding these little details, straightening out my leather straps. Okay, I'm going to take this black and go back up here, see if I can't get it darkened back. Still not wanting to darken up. There we go. Okay, we got that shadow all taken care of. Got some shading done on the side of this part of the bridle. Okay, I want to brighten this up a little bit more, make it more whiter, so I'm going to take Snow White or Titanium White.